Hello, Fabulous Libra. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of February 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. I'm going to start with a bit of a personal story, a part of my Mexican adventure, my recent Mexican adventure that I've been talking about on social media with the friends and fans out there. And as part of this, one of the last days that I was in Mexico, I sort of ended up in an adventure excursion. And as it is with these things, you know, they become huge metaphors. You do these challenging, extreme sports types things, and you come to learn so much about yourself and about life and about the meaning of it all. So I was participating in this. One of the very first activities that we had to do was climb a very long ladder and then zip line across this whole park. Now, the thing with the ladder was it was really wobbly and it didn't look like it was really held on very well to anything. I mean, this was like right in the middle of Mexico. And I looked at that ladder and I said, there is no way. There is no way. I know myself and I know I might get a few steps up or half the way up, but there is no way. I know myself too well to know that that is not something I want to do. And so I was part of a group and they all kind of chided me and they, you know, it didn't feel very good to. One of our final challenges for that day involved jumping from about 50 feet high into a small well called a cenote, and the water itself in that well was about 100 feet deep. Well, I looked at that and I said, let me at it. Let me do this. And I actually had to walk up a few times and step back, but I did jump into this well. So now I'm in the well and there's our whole group is sort of like still hanging out on top, like 40, 50 feet up above me. And hardly anybody decided to actually jump this well. And so once the whole thing was over, I got out, I was talking to my fellow peers on this adventure, and they said, you've totally redeemed yourself. Now, on the one hand, that was very nice, but on another hand, I thought that that was very interesting. Like the one thing that other people did not want to do was so easy for me to do. And the one thing that everybody did, which was climb that wobbly ladder, was the one thing I knew was not for me. So why do I tell you this story? Because I think that this is a very powerful metaphor for what the sky looks like for you this month. I am seeing that first you're going to be faced with some element of your limits, and especially this is true the later on in the month that you get. And there is an element here of you needing to be aware of yourself, to be aware of what feels right to you and what doesn't, where your limits lie. I know that it is going to be hard. It wasn't totally easy for me to like get into that gear and then not be able to climb and then get out of the gear and be the only one to do that. And so I don't think it's necessarily going to be easy for you to say, okay, that's really not for me. And especially it looks like there's likely to be some sort of a peer pressure situation, and that's going to make it even harder. But if you can be connected to that, you'll find that you'll be able to do something not much further down the road that is even more impressive, that is even more of a great feat. You know, sometimes our instincts come out of fear. Now, this is true. Sometimes we're just programmed, and we can unprogram as well. But sometimes our instincts do come from a wiser place. They come from a place that knows what is right for us as individuals. I'm asking you to tap into that and to trust that, because it's going to be hard, and there's certainly going to be a moment that it is hard. But if you can say no to what doesn't feel right to you in the immediacy, then you'll find before the month is over, you are confronting something and actually taking a chance at something that is much more impressive and also much more thrilling. Choose your rebellions wisely. Choose your demonstrations of strength and of courage even more wisely. And you'll find that what emerges from you is true clarity, true courage, and a true leap in the direction of a higher dream. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.